in the newspaper. In the middle of a pandemic. Who are dying of COVID right now? Who are the people dying? You know, I can name you five church members that have died. They're all over the age of 65. That's real. In the middle of a pandemic, we make a decision to get rid of a prescription drug plan for retirees in the state of Arkansas. And the one person made the decision to have that modeled. One person. We have 135 elected officials sitting in the Arkansas legislature.
Wow.
We have a constitutional officer. Lots of them. We get blown up by emails. This is my timeline. I reach out. What in the world's going on? I have no idea how to answer these emails. I text back to some of them. Thankfully, some of these state employees that are retired are lawyers, and they're CPAs, and they're auditors. So guess what? They're skeptical, because they've been down this path before. And we can go down that path again. We've had some issues with EBD in the past, before any of y'all got there. So then my timeline comes to all the emails that I receive. So I call and have this on the agenda for Public Health, Welfare, and Labor Committee, correct? And then we have this hearing. And then it goes to Peter. Senator English and I have a long conversation about this. And it's more appropriate that it comes to this committee, because this is Insurance and Commerce. So Senator English and I, or Senator English, consulted, and we contacted Senator Raper. And I'm sure other people did as well. This is my timeline. So I just want to thank you for the latitude, Mr. Chair. There's a lot of questions I have. I think a lot of them have already been asked, but I want to say on behalf of Ronald Birch, William Raines, John Calloway, Wyatt Wright, Charles Ellis, Wilma Stewart, Keith Garrison, Jim Weather, Lex and Faye Dobbins, Eddie Selvey, Mary Jones, Faye Mosher, and that's just emails in the past week. If I went back to August, I'm sure the list would be a mile long. I want to thank them for their emails, and I want to thank them for their diligence in being here and for advocating and standing up when they see something wrong that's happened. And I am not disputing the fact that we have rising healthcare costs. We all know that. We're adults here. We understand that. But we also understand that there are ways and there are solutions. And if you have just one person making that decision, that's not the way this should work. I have a real problem with that, because we are thoughtful people, we are considerate people, and we are elected to represent these people of the state of Arkansas. And we're here to make sure that there is no inconsistencies or improprieties that occur. That's our job. And we were denied the ability to do our job. That is my timeline, and that is why I'm so angry. I think that the discussion is appropriate. I think this committee is appropriate. I think these chairs should have been notified. I am disgusted that they weren't, because they would have contacted us members, because that's the way they are. They're professional adult people. And so that's my timeline. And until you can prove me otherwise, then you can give me yours. But that's what we're here today to do and get to the bottom of this. So I understand that this reserve is the problem, that we don't have reserves. Is that why we're understanding we're not going to go down this other path of changing the design plan or of raising the deductible? Because that's just not going to give us enough reserves? Is that the crux of the funding issue here?